What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Battle Brothers. Happy today to be picking up where we left off last time. We've got some changes. Okay, there's so much I want to talk about today, and I'm hoping that I'm going to get to it all. Kind of had to sit here for a second and order my thoughts. First, I'm going to say big shout out to all of you who have subscribed recently. I want to say in the last 4 days, we've picked up like 40 subscribers for the channel. So thank you so much to those of you out there. You know who you are. If you like to comment and stuff, you may notice that if you leave me a comment, I tend to talk back. So if you're interested in being part of a YouTube channel where the guy or gal who is running the dang thing actually wants to talk to you, that's me. So feel free to leave a comment, guys. Alright, what are the changes? So, 2 of the subscriber name changes. I thought Buck. Doesn't Buck sound like a Beast Slayer name? I don't know. It's almost like a guy who goes out hunting. Dude's name is Buck Ulfgrey. I think that's a good one and a fitting name. It sucks that the 2 dudes we picked up in the last episode weren't of the highest caliber. They're not terrible. It could be worse. I mean, they could have really negative stuff. Greedy, you can always work around it. I mean, it does suck. It's a drain on our economy, but it's not that bad. It's not so much. He still only wants 21 a day compared to like our gladiators who want 100 apiece almost. Yeah, that's pretty insane. So yeah, it's not as bad as it seems. And then for the other guy, who was our manhunter, I thought in the chat, or in the comment section below, I thought Grand Loser the Great was a pretty good name for a guy who goes around just snatching up people to use as slaves. But hopefully you all like these names. Those of you who suggested them, hopefully you like these characters. I think they're going to be interesting, and they may lead towards some interesting events in the future, which is why I picked them up. I didn't pick them up because I thought they would be the strongest and the best. I picked them up because I want these interesting events. I want to have a more dynamic game. I was kind of thinking of trying to just recruit gladiators over and over again and fill up our whole squad with just mostly gladiators. But, you know, this might be more fun. I want to see some of the new events that they've added. So, next on the list, next on the big list that I've made, reinforced throwing nets. That's something that I want to get done today too. So we talked about the effectiveness of nets in the arena, especially in the arenas where we're facing opponents who perhaps are stronger than us, but whenever we outnumber them, you know, numerically, there's no really other way to outnumber someone than numerically, of course. But having a set of reinforced throwing nets for just such an occasion could be exactly what we need to come out ahead in those types of fights. We have the Gossamer needed, and we have the throwing nets. It's only 50 gold up front to make those, but do remember it, of course, is a one-time use. But you'll see here it says chance to break free is reduced by -15. So it's going to be hard for them to get out. Of course, it does suck whenever you go through this trouble and expense, only to find that your enemies have broken out on the first turn. That happens. There's always that possibility, but it's just nice to know that we have this city here down in the south that has a taxidermist, and it's a taxidermist that we can frequent. Oh no. The prices here got a little bit better. The Fire Lancers seem to be at a pretty reasonable cost right now. $9.49 is not a bad price. I think that's what we paid for our original one. Because I would kind of love to go quick hands on Oz and let him switch out with just a ton of Fire Lances and just go to town smashing people. But we'll hold off on that. I like having the 3,300 in the bank. I went ahead and resupplied a little bit. So we're good to travel because that's going to lead us right into our next thing today. I want to head over. Yeah, we're done here. I want to head over here to Karakan. I want to do an arena. See what we can discover perhaps in the wastes. We'll try and take a more circumspect route. That way we can discover more things. Kind of keep it a little close here. Many Nomad Cutthroats. That's a fine fight for us. We should take that. But we should also put Oz in reserve. Yeah, we should put him in reserve. His armor is even a little bit busted. Let's just do this. I think that's fine. Yeah, we're discovering things anyway as we go. So we just got paid by the cartographer. All good stuff. So guys, I want to say it was Transylvanian left me a series of really good comments. That sucked. Kind of going over the changes to the wait turn. And another person, man, I'm trying to remember who it was now. I apologize if I can't remember everybody's name. on the spot. But there was another series of comments that I appreciated a lot. That was it Zach? I think it was Zach. Zach, you know who you are, bud. You went over with me some of the new talents that had been changed. Some of the new perks, that is. Oh, Jesus. Kane is a monster, y'all. Absolute slaughterfest. But there are some synergies that we're going to get into. And I kind of had a bit of a back and forth discussion, especially about Kane and his potential. And I think that's going to be something we're going to get into today. A little bit more of the math. He sort of did me the favor of doing a lot of the math for me, which I appreciate. I've sat down before and done the math for Battle Brothers many a time. But when they change things somewhat regularly, and I'm trying to kind of keep up with a lot of different games, I don't always have time to peruse the forums like I would like to learn as much as I can. And some of you are just going to naturally be deeper into it than I can afford to be with my time limitations. But I do appreciate it. If you go out of your way to look up stats and really sit down and figure the math for me, then I want you to know that I appreciate it. I'm going to smack him. Jump in. So we're going to talk about Kane, and we're going to talk about the best way to use him to his fullest potential, and my thought processes. And some other people also shared their opinions. It's kind of a little bit of a debate, right, between the light armor and the heavy armor, and the strategy of going nimble plus dodge, and certain other traits which have been changed, or perks rather. I keep saying the wrong thing. Perks that have been changed. Versus, going for more of a brawny, battle-forged type of build, which is really standard. And I kind of see both sides of the argument. If we were at full strength, we might be able to take these guys, but as we are, I'm not so sure. Let's get Student here. How did we settle on Manhunter? What did I feel like his potential was? He looks like a bit of just a sword and board type of character. I like this resolve roll. Bad fatigue roll. And really bad melee skill roll. I'm going to take the 3 here, the 4 here, and the 4 here. And just count this as like one of those bad roll levels where we just kind of try to fill in the gaps. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pass on this particular encampment. I think not having the ranged advantage could be bad for us. Could we beat this? Sure. We might want to save beforehand. That's a pretty on par fight for us. No risk, no reward, of course, but I have goals that I want to get to today. I want to come over here. I want to explore that area and see what it's all about. A nomad leader. Oh, man. I can't wait to get into these fights. Look at this. If we were just a little bit more leveled, a little bit more prepared, we would clean house right here. Some and some, I think, is less than many and some. I think many is more than some, right? Should we try and take that fight? How are you doing, Oz? Not great. Oz is not doing great. His armor's pretty much repaired, so let's at least do this. Let's give our boy here a bit more of a fighting chance. Something like this. I kind of want to take this fight. If we could get some of the bows from the Nomad Archers, that would be solid. And they seem to have good helmets. Some of those bigger, heavier metal shields would be nice. So let's do what we do. Let's save the campaign. Because this is kind of the part where we take some chances, make mistakes, and get messy, as Miss Frizzle says. Magic School Bus reference check. Oh, geez. Oh, guys, I don't know about this. I think our Gladiators can do some work here, but can we win? I could go for the counter snipes. Or I can try and cut through this front line as fast as possible and rely on my front line to kind of shield us. That was a great hit. But they've got the range advantage, y'all. They're going to sit back on this, I have a feeling. We'll go a little wide here. But I do want to charge forward, but I want to do it in a responsible manner. Because their archers haven't even gone yet. And if I wait turn, it's going to put a second in queue for next turn. If I step in here, though, there's very little advantage to that. And I don't want to leave my backline exposed. Although, now that I say that, I realize and I remember that their archers are using the new bows, which have one less range. So we're kind of at the extreme of their range. And if they're not coming to me this turn, I'm going to have to wait. I don't love it. Okay. There's a certain level of exposed I'm willing to be. Shield wall it up a little bit. Yeah, nice. They're going for the aim shots and they're missing. I knew these guys would stay behind, which is why I kind of kept this whole flank back. I should have shield walled here and I didn't. But we ended up not paying any price for it. Still could have done it. I wouldn't be surprised if they shot at him, but for some reason they're fixated on Brown. Wow, we're just getting so lucky. Let's see what these rolls are. Okay, we're going to have to switch out on Buck. And we're going to have to step forward to help. Because he's not strong enough to engage that on his own. 12% is a no good chance. Let's go for an aim shot on one of these dudes in the back. Yeah, no bueno. We probably should... And that sucked as well. We probably should... pull out the pike for him. Let's go for the stun. Yes. Alright. Because he's stunned, death blow becomes relevant. And we whiff. Alright, I appreciate a little freak out. That's good. And they hit him. Okay. This is not going that badly, guys. One down. One stun, perhaps the most dangerous. They're going to try and protect their archers a bit. Oh, crap. They hit me twice behind my front line, which is pretty unusual. The odds on that must have been low. I don't like not being able to see my squad, though, so we're going to change that. Let's try and win this frontline fight. Do I have quick hands yet? I do not. I can't switch out to the pike. Damn it. There we go. 4 attacks and a movement, guys. Beautiful. I'm a little worried about Ozymandias, but honestly, I think they got really lucky with what they were able to do there. There's no way these bedrolls here are kind of messing me up this furniture. I think we should come down here and help out. And now we're pressuring the archers. Or at least we will be next turn. Okay, good, good. Just don't freaking kill Ozymandias with these, like, lucky shots. Alright, that rotate still leaves him in danger. And we might just want to run with Ozymandias. Okay. A 34%. Let's throw some shots into him. There we go. We got the bow. Can I step here? Yes! Okay. Go team. Also, you just run, buddy. I'm not going to risk it. It could put us that little bit closer that we need to be in order to try and tie down this guy. Alright, we freaked him out. There we go. If I could get just a lot of these bows. We're going to compare them to the hunting bow that we're currently using on Richter. We went for the one that we had a not as good of a chance to hit. He's got a 2-man surround on him. It would have been a higher probability, but we didn't end up paying for that. But they're forced into a knife fight with 2 gladiators. They're going to have a bad time. So this was... I mean, I'm so happy we decided to take this fight. As I said before, no guts, no glory. And we even did it a man down. Yeah, we should probably come up here. I mean, it's 2v2. I don't think I've had any of these head wraps either. I'm curious what the armor value is on them. I want to see kind of what the archer's gear is. What are they working with? We got another bow. There'll probably be a time in the future where I'm not as excited to get these bows. I'm just going to be drowning in them. But it is not yet. It is not that day. I'm still stoked to get new stuff. So Buck and Grand Loser both leveled, as well as Brown and Striker. And we got 4. We got all 4 bows. And we picked up 2 Nomad Reinforced helmets. Those are great. There weren't any of the good shields, the heavier metal shields for us to get. But we also picked up a double mail. I'm happy that these types of things are dropping. I would love to get more of those without having to pay for them. Tons of provisions, tons of crowns, tons of tools, and a cloth roll. What a lucrative battle for us. In every metric, that was quite successful. It makes me want to try some of these other fights as well. I just wish our boy Oz was in a bit better shape. But this is good, though. Let's go ahead and give Ozymandias one of these better helmets. Let's also give one to Buck. Okay. I want to compare the hunting bow in a moment here. Anything I'm missing? That's another scimitar. Alright, I was thinking it was another Saif, but no, we got another scimitar. Which is quite good. And guys, we're going to talk more about Kane when the time comes. As he levels, it's going to become more relevant what it is that we do with his last few remaining points. We're going to go dodge and nimble. I've settled on it. But after that, we need to talk about some other options here in order to make him as efficient as possible. My big concern, so I guess we might as well talk about it now. The little bit of a debate that I was having, more of a friendly discussion, was over whether or not I've kind of gone too far with him, whether or not Brawny is kind of a useless perk on someone that you're trying to keep as light as possible. But I will say, my playstyle doesn't usually favor the ultra light armor. Unless you're able to get the incredibly rare, like famed armors that are super light, but have really good armor values, I tend to lean towards going to light to middle armors, or medium armor, as opposed to going super heavy on these type of characters. And that's just based on my, I mean, at this point, hundreds and hundreds of hours of experience in the game. If I'm being completely honest, I think that it's almost always better to go Battleforged. My most successful runs have been with full groups of completely Battleforged, heavily armored, static defenses, with war bows and heavy crossbows or impalers in the back, you know, and just grinding it out like that. But when I try to be more adventurous and take more risks, you really do get punished in certain fights whenever your bros have nimble and dodge. It's not for everything. And the problem with this particular run is we're capped at 12 men. And some of our other runs where we've had, you know, the freedom to have a bigger roster, we can make ninjas, we can make fencers, we can make, I mean, you can kind of go on and on. Certain types of archers that are, you know, that double as other things. You can make all these different characters. You can try and think outside of the box and do something different. But you get punished for it when you've only got 12 men. And you've always got this weak link guy who just seems to get smashed in every fight. But I know what we're going to do with Kane for the most part. Just know for now he is a dodge and nimble bro. And we will take care of him soon. So, Striker here. Striker is going to grab Berserk. As I've kind of stated before, in my opinion, it's up there with Battleforged. It's up there with Student. It's just kind of a go-to for me. So, Yeah, I got to take that 4 in melee skill. That's huge. I'm going to take the 4 in fatigue for him. And the 3 in melee defense is not his best roll, but it's still quite solid. I'm actually going to take the 4 in hit points. And that may be the last hit points we pup on him. I see him in the future as a two-hander. Perhaps with a big scimitar, something like that. Depending on what kind of weaponry we're able to grab for ourselves. I see Kane as a one-handed dagger user. Perhaps if we can keep him with nets, we can make that a pretty viable option for him. But that'll also lead us into grabbing Duelist as well. So keeping his additional hand free. Let's see what it says. Become one with your weapon and go for the weak spots. With the offhand free or carrying a throwable tool, an additional plus 25% of any damage ignores armor. So obviously with his dagger, it's just ridiculous the amount of damage he'll be able to do. Plus only having one weapon in hand also gives you a bonus. You're using double grip, so another 25%. For right now though, because we don't have all of his defensive perks, I'm going to stick with the kite shield for helping to protect him in the front line. We just need to keep him alive until he levels. That's the general idea here. Brown, let's go ahead and give you Berserk as well. Take a 4, a 4, and a 2. I'm happy with that. Grand loser here. Colossus is going to be nice. It's going to help keep him in the fight. Puts him over 75 HP. Ooh, good roll there for fatigue. Good roll also on melee skill. And then you know what? We're going to take this 4 roll in range defense. I like to get up to 10. I see a 4 roll. It might not be what he needs at this point. But it kind of makes it so that we don't have to do that in the future. So Ozymandias here is a bit of a puzzle for us. Because the fact that he's old kind of changes things a little. But good rolls are good rolls. His fatigue is what suffers the most. I'm going to take a 4 here and a 3 here. I would have liked to have seen fatigue get pumped. But as of right now, we're still in somewhat light armor, so he's not really much in danger. What are we going to do with him in the future? I could see him also being another two-hander or just a dedicated polearm user. If you have any ideas, let me know. We're kind of building him as a two-hander. I'm hedging a lot of my bets with him. And with that, you know, that kind of entails getting the rotation, getting the footwork, getting the berserk. And then from there, we'll sort of see what it is that we want to do with him. Okay. And then lastly here we have Buck, who's also going to get Colossus. His HP is going to shoot up nicely. 3 in fatigue. That looks fine. Tempted just to take 2 and 2 here. Because I'm interested in keeping him as a throwing bro. Maybe as a throw bro who also can double as a polearm user. We'll see. That can be done. Certainly can be. I would love our boy to heal up here. If we're going to take on another one of these locations while we're here, and I kind of want to just because of how lucrative it is, it's just that Ozymandias is kind of messed up now too. I think this is the point where we kind of head for home. But before we do that, let's take just an additional second, guys, and compare the new composite bow with the older hunting bow. So, range is the big differentiator right off the bat. This has an additional range, which in the hands of a bowmaster means it goes all the way to 8 tiles, right? Whereas the composite bow in the hands of a bowmaster goes to 7. Now, if we look at the damage, we're going from 40 to 55, 40 to 60. So just a slight damage buff there. Durability, of course, being the same. 35 and 70, 35 and 55. So you're getting... Let me do math. 50. It's always dangerous doing math when you're recording. It's an easy math, though. 15% additional effectiveness versus armor is what you're getting. Honestly, when it comes to the range and the actual like DPS number, I think that outweighs the benefit of the bonus 15% to armor, and I don't think I'm wrong in that. I think that's correct. However, I think if you can get the composite bow early against certain matchups, I could see it being quite strong. So we also have this double mail, which I would like to use. I don't know if I want to use it on a Linothorax. I think we could maybe save it for some mail that we could get. But I'm happy to have them, and I wouldn't be surprised if they sell for a decent amount. They do. Not a bad amount. But guys, let's head out of here. See if we can discover another location while we're out here. We've made a ton of cash from traveling, which is a good sign for this run. There we go. A leader and some outlaws. We could beat these guys. Maybe. With nets, I think we could beat these guys. Oh my god. Okay, this is what we're going to do. It's time. They have no archers. I'm a man with a plan. We got to bring him in, I think. We need all hands on deck. I like this though. Although he was a little too far out last time. I think this is fine. Do we not have better armor for him? We do not. Yeah, I think this is just going to have to do. We could maybe give him a whip. His range skill is quite good. I think that's the play, y'all. We'll leave him in the back as a whip bro. His melee defense injury won't matter that much, and neither will that. But we do still need to heal, and we need to repair our stuff. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to heal up. I'm actually going to save the game right now. Wait, did I always misremember which one? There we go. Let's save to new today. Because this could be game-changing. If we could, like, shank to death a leader and get some of his, like, fat loot, that could be huge. I think we just chill for a whole day. And you know what else? I totally forgot. We should have had the scavenger this whole time, I think. He's $3 grand, though, which is a little costly. Do I want to spend $3 grand right now? That'll put me kind of dangerously close. Yeah, I don't even have enough for 2 days worth if I do that. Let's wait. We'll miss out on 1 battle's worth of value, but I think it's worth it to do that to make sure that we're not in any danger. Camping is expediting our repairs. It's expediting our healing. And with the whip, we should be able to disarm the leader in combat. I'm excited about this. I don't know if it's a great call, but it's not bad, that's for sure. Let's go to midday. Let's just finish the repairs, maybe get another heal in. We're spending a little bit of money, but I think it's going to be worth it if we just get a great piece. All right, let's go in. How do we shake out? We got rid of 1 injury, and our brothers are all topped off. Yep, all armor is repaired. We're good to go. Alright, y'all. Cross your fingers. This is going to be a good test. The leader, of course, adds a dynamic here. And there he is. He has a unique name. Sahir the Pilgrim. I'm going to try and be conservative with the net. Cat of Nine Tails would be great. I'm trying to remember who it was that pointed out. I think it was you, Mr. Blue, who pointed out how good this weapon would be in the arena. Alright, step in. Got the bleed. We can't do anything except for rotation. I think it's safe. I'm gonna... Oh, man. Do I step in here? I think I can get this kill, but this is an overloaded flank, and Grand Loser is a low-level guy. I don't really want him to be the one that gets overloaded. I would love to get in here and get this kill. I just don't know if he's the one to do it. I'm trying to imagine what the board's going to look like in just a second. What I can do instead is just a shield wall here and pass. Go for the stun, and I'm happy with it. Alright, let's get closer. Let's go for the whip. We whiff. Man, those are some pretty awful whiffs. Yeah, this is what I'm worried about. This is a pretty weak flank for us. But if they can kind of hold their own for a little while, our Gladiator should be able to come to the rescue. And we're going to reinforce them here. Okay. Net time. And now we're going for the stabs. The stabs did a lot of damage to his armor, which is not really what I wanted. We're going to need to switch it up here. We're going to go for a parry. And let's get that kill first. Man, if I could land the decapitation. Yeah, he's just a little too... a little bit in too much good a shape for that. Land the stun. And we broke his armor, but we did stun him. Okay, let's go for the disarm. Damn, come on, Ozymandias, man. That's 2 in a row. And they managed to stun Brown, which feels pretty bad. Yeah, this flank is very worrying to me. Everything else is kind of going according to plan. Buck may need someone to try and rotate him out, but we don't have anyone here to do that. We avoided some damage for sure by getting rid of the Cat of Nine Tails. But this is the big one right here. Oh, and he stunned him. Okay. At least he didn't hit him again. Down he goes, and we get the mace. And our parry didn't do any good because he flippin' stunned us. That's 3 in a row from Ozymandias. That feels so bad. Alright, we're going to disarm him. Yeah, and Oz didn't land anything either. Come on, guys. This is so bad. This guy should have been dead. I have a feeling they're just going to kill him now. Don't do it. Oh, thank God. We have one more turn. Let's get in there. You know what? Maybe I could have done a double rotation there. That might have been a mistake. Yeah, I can't do it now. Can you do it, though? Can you do a double rotation? Is that a thing? Did I just make that up? I think you can, but... Okay, we need to disarm him. And it worked. So even landing that punch almost killed us. Don't do me like this, game. If we can make him run, that would be a strategy. Yeah, okay. I mean, it is what it is. We didn't have the fatigue to rotate him after that. So he's going to get his revenge. I'm happy to see Buck's not going anywhere. Whew, close fight. But I think this is the heavy mace. No, we're going to run you down. And I would love to see that I get some of these shields, but I can't tell. It doesn't look like I am. And unfortunately, that death blow attack just wrecked his armor. Although I don't think he was wearing anything particularly special. Let's see what we got. We didn't get any levels for that. But we did get the heavy southern mace. We did get the three-headed flail. We picked up 2 more of these good helmets and 1 of these shields. The Sipar shield. We got incense and silk, both really good tradable resources, and 367 crowns, as well as some of these light southern maces and scimitars. A good haul, although I was hoping for a piece of armor. The whip came in pretty clutch there, and I think I'm going to hold him to that for a minute. Man, the three-headed flail is such a sweet weapon. But this heavy southern mace is also a sweet weapon. I would like to see Buck using that. And with that with these helmets here, let's hook that up. The 70. It's not a bad early game archer helmet if you can get it. One step up from the leather cap. I'm gonna hold on to this. The three-headed flail, that's not going anywhere. We're gonna keep that weapon. And I'm gonna repair these. I don't know how much these will be worth. We're gonna repair that as well. And the Sipar shield. Happy to see another one of those. Let's give that to I want to give that to Oz, actually. He deserves it. He's been in the party longer. Make sure he gets a good one. And I kind of like these red shields better. I know that's a little bit stupid. I just think they look cooler. Let's keep that going. And we used, of course, one of our reinforced nets to win that fight. But I think it was worth it because it gave us a bit of a flawless type of victory. Let's give him back with the kite shield. He did so much damage with his offhand free. Hope y'all like that, because that was us taking some chances, and I thought it went very well. Kane the Viper bursts into your tent. Captain, quick! Brown the Bear needs help. You rush out of the tent and find Brown the Bear sitting before the campfire. He's practically shaking. Kane the Viper tells you the man had a nightmare. He dreamt that he was a man so scrawny he could hardly lift a basket of apples. Women spat at him, children ran from him in fear, and he went to the arenas, except he had to sit in the stands. Brown the Bear looks up sorrowfully. They weren't even good seats, Captain. They weren't even good seats. It was just a bad dream. What a funny event there. Alright. Just trying to expose this last bit of fog here. You never know what they're hiding. See if we can get an arena done. I'm excited by the progress we just made. I feel like we're getting stuff done. And I am excited also with the whip. I thought that was a really cool use. Did we just... Where did we put the... Oh, there it is. The fire lance. I would like to get him quick hands as soon as possible. He's very close to leveling. In the next battle, I'm sure he'll level. But I think I'm going to keep him as kind of a munitions expert. And we've got 2 missions here. We need those for our ambition, which needs us to do 5 missions. We've got an assassin. He comes with I think that's a smoke grenade and a dagger. I feel like we're paying a lot for that. This guy's even more expensive. He comes with a coddle and a fire grenade. We gotta get an assassin, right? Like, what are we doing? He's so expensive, though. We could get a camp follower for that. Let me hold off. Let me hold off for a second. I'm getting seduced by the coolness of the assassins. What are our sell prices like here? Somebody show me a shield. Very good. Our sell prices here are solid AF, as the kids say. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Saiz for sure. I actually might hold on to some of this. Let's get rid of 3 of these, and we'll keep the 2 quiver of arrows. I have a feeling we might come across an archer bro very soon. Let's organize this. That's worth quite a bit. The silk is worth quite a bit here. I don't need all of these scimitars, of course. The cruel falchion might be better, but we're just going to sell it. I don't need any of these helmets. And I don't need all of these shields. I'd like to keep a few replacements, maybe. I'm going to get rid of this Morning Star now that I've picked up another heavy Southern Mace. How's that looking? That's a pretty clean inventory. Not bad. I thought we had picked up something else, though. Am I missing it? I thought we had incense. Ah, they produce incense here. That's why. I was looking at it almost like it was a food. But no, it's a bad place to sell because they produce it themselves. And with that, we're currently sitting at almost 6 grand. Not an amount of money to sneeze at. We have options here for some purchases if we were so inclined. A slightly cheaper Southern mail shirt, perhaps. A spiked skull cap with mail would be an improvement for someone, I'm sure. It's a reduction in 1 vision. We could use some more tools. We should probably pick up a set of tools. But let's see about doing these contracts first. Maybe we'll end up with better prices. There's a weaponsmith here as well. A shamshear, a powerful weapon. Oh my god. You have no idea how tempting it is for me just to go straight to this. Oh my god. I don't know how good it is, but it is very expensive. It's got to be good. I mean, it's just a huge cleaver. I would just 100% just give it to Stryker, and he would just go to town just murking people. I feel like we might be able to get a better price for that, or even pick one up for free, which is why I'm hesitating a bit. What kind of condition are our gladiators in? Are they fully rested? Almost. Almost. Okay. I think we do the arena first, and because we're doing that, I forgot. Oh no, resume. Pause. I forgot to do this last time. I'm not going to forget to do it this time, I promise. I wanted to check to see what our renown was, and it's 930 right now. So let's do the arena. And see what it is afterwards, if it changes. That was the experiment. 3 Nexers, we should be able to smash them for 1,000. And we're going to give ourselves our best chance by using our strongest 3 brothers. This armor is better than these. Let's take that off. He also can use very well, he can benefit from the initiative. These hyena hides are very useful. Any other minor changes that I could make? I don't think so. I think our weaponry is good. Everything's solid. You know what? There are Nexers, so Kite Shield's not going to be as effective as a Sipar Shield. Let's do something like that. Cat of Nine Tails could be effective. If we have... Eventually we're gonna want to get Overwhelm on him too. So we're looking at 3, 4. I've got a good idea. Overwhelm is going to be good on him. I think that's it. One last quick check to make sure I didn't jack anything up. Let's save the game. No, we don't need to save the game. Let's just do it. We should be able to beat 3 Nexers, unless they're starting off at like level 2. Then that makes it a bit more difficult, right? 2 level 2s and a level 3 definitely make it more difficult. Now I wish I had that. I wish I had... We're gonna sit here. I wish I had that net to net down the big boy. He's dead to his own bleed. Don't eat me, bro. If he eats me, that's so bad. Alright, they're pretty fast, but we're going to get a chance to kill him first. Get rid of the little guys. We have to step on the corpses. Let's go this way. He's going to have to move if he wants to do damage. Yeah, that was a bit greedy. Let's just get the kill. There's definitely a world where we go for the big guy first, so that he doesn't have the ability to eat. 2 stacks of bleed. Those are some quality misses for us. Down they go. Very easy 1,000 for us. Kane gets to level up, and we get to start on giving him some of the more important perks for him. And they're now arena veterans. What does that mean? Let's check that out. It's got to be some sort of plus 10 resolve, and has a plus 50% chance to survive if struck down and not killed by a fatality. That is great, and a good reason for us to start putting other brothers inside of the arena as well. Alright, let's go for dodge. Next is nimble. We're going to want to get overwhelm as well. Alright. Probably last, hit points pump. I'm pretty disappointed in this fatigue roll, but this is a good initiative roll. I'm going to take the 3 in melee, or melee skill. Yes. Okay. Yeah, go team. We're doing the damn thing. I actually kind of want to keep him in this armor. This is sort of the weight that I'm looking for, and the bonus to initiative, I think, is quite valuable. I think Jacob wrote a funny story about how kind of stupid it is to have archers counter skirmishing with no chest plate. There's a very cool YouTube channel that I watch sometimes where he's a British gentleman who does a lot of archery and weapon crafting. I don't know if he's actually a blacksmith or a swordsmith, but he does a lot of the tooling and stuff with leather. Yeah, I think he does like set designs or costumes, I believe, and consulting for Hollywood in that way. I'm trying to remember what the name of his channel is, so I could send you guys there. Maybe I'll look it up and post it in a comment down below. But it's a sweet channel if you're actually interested in old timey arms and armor. It's a great channel. But he's done recently some tests with different types of arrows, bows, draw strength, and shields and weapon and breastplates and stuff. I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry. But it's a very cool series of videos. I think he just wants us to kill some cheap guys. Yeah. I accept. We'll go do that. An easy fight will give us a moment to kind of relax. Take a breather. Is everyone wearing armor? Am I doing good? What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to buy this Southern Mail shirt. Having one of our brothers in a rugged surcoat when we're currently as kind of ballin' as we are seems ridiculous. And we're going to attach this to it. And now Oz, who is going to have his title changed to Tasty Bait, because that's what he's been in almost every single video, is now going to be slightly better armored, and he's going to do a good job of surviving. It kind of makes sense probably to give this armor to Striker to make him better armored, but let's show him some love. Give him the good armor. And let's go. Anything I need to buy here? I don't think so. I'm tempted. You know what we're gonna do though? Before we go and fulfill this, I'm gonna buckle down. We're gonna get the scavenger. So whether the son of one of your men or an urchin you took pity on, the scavenger pulls his weight by collecting bits and pieces from every battlefield. He recovers a part of all ammo you use during battle, and then recovers tools and supplies from every armor destroyed by you during battle. He's gonna pay for himself. I already know. The earlier we get him, the sooner he pays for himself. And the better off we are. So let's go ahead and start marching. I think that was a solid purchase. And if we had maybe another 1,000 crowns, I would have jumped at the chance to get that assassin for us. But our daily wages have just kind of become too high. Oh man, you're getting wrecked. They're coming for me. A bold strategy, Cotton. And we've kind of stalled in our ambition to go more to the west. I'm loving these shields. I want this. I don't even remember what it's called anymore. I just know that I want it. Let's see if we can get it. Our boy here's a little beat up, so we're not going to switch. I don't want to bring him into melee, so I'm just going to leave him with his ranged tools. If I step in one, I can still take an attack. They move their slings up into a range that makes them viable, but holy crap. Oh no. Let's see if we can do that without losing him. I didn't realize until he got hit just how dangerous that flank was. I see it now. I see it now, but boy, did I not realize that. This is an easy fight. There's no reason for us to lose a new brother like that. But what terrible... I was too busy talking. I was too busy talking and not paying attention for sure. But that was just my bad, 100%. Let's go for an aim shot here. Nice, good hit. The combination of the wood hammer, his light armor, and whatever the heck this weapon is called was just too much. Let's lock him down, go for the stun. We nailed it. And let's come here and support this flank. I was about to say, if we could just hit him, that would be excellent as well. Don't smash me, bro. Very good. Yeah, I mean, this is just, of course, going much better. Cobblestone road, little known fact. It's easier to move on. You suffer less of a penalty than moving in the sand. There's a chance there. The right play was just to try and shield bash him, push him, and knock out his shield wall. We're a little bit exposed back here, but that's okay. We have armor. That's what it's there for. Good throw. He's holding us down. Good hit. Double injuries. Let's go for the fire here. Yes. Now we got him freaked out. Shield wall means only one attack, so I'm happy with that. I don't need to land very much. I could have gone for a footwork here and closed the distance with this outlaw. Whew. That's what I was worried about. We had to fade that attack. Let me step up here. I'll take it. Quality misses. You know we take those. Those were terrible. That has left us sort of open to have a bad time. Yeah, I'm not excited about that. Damn. We got lucky again. I'll take it. Down you go. That's enough hiding for you, and we're managing to lock down the slingers now. Yeah, no reason to waste any more of our ammo. And this weapon that we've given him is so good. It's kind of a shame he's not a little bit tankier in the front line using it. Run him down. I didn't come here not to kill dudes. Alright, show me what you got. What's the loot? Yeah, another great shield, another great helmet, and one of these plated nomad males we've been seeing, but it's the first one we've managed to get. And we did get the pole mace. And 2 more of these three-handed flails. Enough tools and ammo to recover what we spent. That's a fine haul. For someone that just was, you know, they kind of came and ran at us. Great pickups. This is a 105, which is definitely better than the Linothorax, so we'll hook him up with that. And then I think we're going to switch that out until he gets quick hands, which we could do right now. But I think Brawny's going to serve him better in the short term. Okay, I'm going to take this 4-roll in range defense. I'm going to take a 3 in range skill. I like to get it up to at least 60. I don't know how much further beyond that we'll go. Hit points is kind of fine. Let's just go for melee skill. He needs a moment to heal also. Interesting. We have just a few things to do. This armor is 105. Yeah, I kind of switched out the wrong armor. That's okay though. This is still good. It's not what I meant to do. It's not what I meant to do. I keep making the wrong moves here. Let's do that. That. Okay. We did it. We finally did it. Okay. What else? Maybe move him out to this flank. Something like this. Wherever you have the weakest brothers in the front row, that's where you want to have your support guys behind them in this stage. Like having the ability to support him with a polearm bro, this might be better. And together they kind of make up like a nice little strong corner. Put him back a bit. The pole mace, however, is a sweet weapon. We don't have someone right now to use it. Actually, no. We could use it on Striker. Alright, first off, we gotta bling out Brown. Brown's gotta get 100% blinged out. Gold on gold. Buck is level 4, so actually, you know what? Oz, there you go, bud. You're heavy metal now, man. Kite shield, let's hook you up. Anything I'm not seeing. These adjustments are small, but they should matter a lot. And you know what? We didn't have our Sergeant Sash on for that fight. Remember, we took it off when we went into the arena. I want to get this pole mace on someone. It's considered a mace and not a pole arm, so that makes it more attractive to me to put on Striker. But I feel like Striker's doing just fine currently. How much better is this than both of these? I think for now, I just need the thickness on the front line. So I'm going to keep it like that. But I could see if you wanted to make the decision to give him the pole... Damn, I'm never going to remember what it's called. The pole mace. Its name is literally what it is, which is hilarious. I would understand that decision. I think we need to chill. We're going to use all of our tools to repair. We're going to heal up. In the end, it's going to be worth it. This is not a very lucrative mission for us. Alright, is everyone good now? Basically, yeah, he's got an injury, but his health is good. So let's get in there. A slinger outlaw, but mostly cutthroats. Not a terrible band for us to fight. And look at that, a weapon I'm very interested in. We're jumping in on this gentleman. We need to move past Gladiator gear on some of our frontliners. We've got to get into the heavier mail. Go for that stun. Unfortunately, that's a whiff. And we're going to shield wall here. And we're going to wait. Lock these guys down. Go for the hits here just because we were supposedly going to have a better shot. Clear out some of these cutthroats. That feels good. There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. I think we're gonna be able to line something up next turn. It's gonna be nice. And now they're sort of forced to focus a lot of their attention on Brown, which is what I want. And then we'll come in this turn. Yeah, I was pretty scared of this weapon. He landed it twice on Buck. I think the odds were pretty... No, I mean, they were decent. He had 59s. I'm not going to complain. But you got to go, homie. Man, that sucks. Okay, so we're dazed there. And we missed, like, all of those attacks. Okay. We went for a riskier attack, but it paid off. Let's just get in there. I'm starting to get a little worried about this up here. I think this dude's going to nuke Buck. Okay. He didn't manage to land any attacks this time, so it sort of balances out. And now Kane is going to do his job. 4 attacks a turn is pretty great. We've lined up a shot for the Fire Lance. Did we get this weapon? I don't think we did. Damn it. Let's lock down the Slinger. That was a bad move. I should not have done that. I see this now. All too late. Unless we can kill him. Or freak him out. There we go. Oh, thank God. Because Buck is bleeding. Let's run him down. Down they go. Okay, we did it with no losses. No problem. For our troubles, we got spices. That's kind of it. I imagine some of these like smaller quantities are probably from our scavenger picking stuff up for us. Recovering some of our ammunition. And some bits of armor. Let's go back and turn in. And then we'll see if there's another arena perhaps. We'll, you know, repair our tools and such as needed. We've got some levels here. Just go for brawny. You guys know my playstyle by now, probably. Grand Loser the Great. He's going to make a solid shield and sword, bro, I think, is his deal. Let's go for a 4 in melee defense. I may pump his HP a little bit more. Let's lean him towards the defensive side. Oz here is going to go for Battle Forged. I don't yet know if this is his final level. It doesn't look like it. I think we'll be able to get him all the way up to 11. At least it's not giving me a sign that that's the case. Or of course not just level 11, but in terms of getting perks and stuff, we'll have that opportunity. He's not going to be capped out at 7, is what it appears at the moment. I could be wrong though. Let's buy some tools. We need a lot of tools. I should just not be stingy and buy a lot. We've got a good bit of provisions. Let's stack it up just a little bit more. We also have a lot of, like, just good loot to sell. Sell one of those. It's worth it for us to repair the others. I'm going to hold on to the mace. Get rid of the slings, spears. Saif. We can sell the spices here. That's nice. We'll get rid of the Nomad Light Helmet. I was holding it in case we picked up another archer. Perhaps we could even sell one of these Nomad Reinforced Helmets. They have no new anything since we've been here last. Yeah. To fight 2 gladiators. Alright, this is the deal. We're going to fight those guys, and we're going to make this count. Where is our reinforced net? Boom. We're going to use this armor here for our boy. And I think we're set. I don't think there's any other advantage to be had here. We're just going to go in as heavy as we can with the best gear and the best brothers that we have and try and win this. We don't have to wait, but before I agree to it, we should save. That way we don't get locked in in case we need to turn it down. I accept. And I'm curious what the rewards will be for this. Because we weren't able to beat the gladiators last time, if y'all remember. They were just too wily. I think we could have beaten them with enough chances. But the last thing I want to do is just save scum over and over and over and over again. That's... Nobody wants to see that. Now that is a dangerous weapon, but these dudes are looking kind of arrogant. I completely passed my turn, which I really didn't mean to do. I meant to wait, of course. Ow. Yeah, I don't like this start. I think I kind of jacked this up a little bit. Okay. You get netted. It sucks to net him, but I think he's the most dangerous guy. He's got overwhelm as well. We haven't landed a single shot. This is insane. We might have to try this fight again, guys. And he broke the reinforced net on his first try. Christ. This fight has been all kind of jacked up. I accidentally passed a turn that I didn't mean to pass. We missed the stun, and we've missed like every attack since then. And we're missing 50s. We're not missing like 30s. The overwhelm is having some effect on that, but it shouldn't be this bad. Oh my god. Okay, okay, okay. Don't underestimate the gladiators. Note to self. Let's not mess that up this time. Total botch job for me. 100%. We need to get a triple surround, we need to get a net, and we need to get value from our death blow. We land the stun. Step number 1. Excellent. Now I could step in here. This is not great. I'm going to throw the net. If he doesn't get out of it this turn, this could be excellent. It was the choice between, let's go for the stun again, and we nail it. He broke it instantly. God dang it. It was a choice between trying to keep him out of the fight for a turn or trying to make sure that we can wreck this guy. I went for the decapitation. We didn't get it. It's break free, but at least we killed him. Okay, so 3v1. I mean, he's got a fighting spear. He's a scary dude. He also has overwhelm now. Us having overwhelm would be nice, but I passed it in exchange for dodge. We hit him. Man, footwork though. To keep us chasing. We miss our stun. It's crazy that we're not just destroying him right now. Okay, Kane is in good enough shape to take that hit. What is the cost of footwork? 3 AP? I mean, he's exhausted now. Just start landing these hits, man. That's all we gotta do. No more footwork for him unless he has recover. Alright. Starting to get a little bit of... He's got fast adaptation, too. I should have taken a look at this stuff. Nimble and dodge and fast adaptation. What a squirrely jerk. And we landed the stun. We got the bleed also. Let's not let bleed take the kill. Whew. That was a stressful fight. And for our trouble, I mean, we got 1,000 crowns. Well worth it. I kind of like keeping Striker in this. It's so tempting to switch that up. We're so very close to having just a great squad. I want to do this contract as well, unless it's this. I don't really want to go there. So we'll just say we need some time to think about it, and we'll actually use this time now to travel to the west and attempt to heal up and repair up. We've got everything we need. May want to buy another stack of tools. And then I'm going to use that, some of them at least, to repair these 2 weapons. And the pole mace as well. And, man, any change to the hires? Would love to get a cheaper assassin. I do see that they have a nomad that's reasonably priced and leveled. I wanted one of these as well to see if it would trigger any new types of events for us, but an assassin has got to trigger cool events, right? But he's going to put us down to the point where we only have 1,000 crowns, which is not really enough. So I think we're going to pass on the assassin for right now. There'll be other assassins, just like there'll be other gladiators for us to grab. And let's go travel to this area and hope that the final city-state, we can find that before we close out today's video, because we've been going for quite a bit now. And we've accomplished quite a bit as well. So I'm not unhappy with what we've gotten done today. And sort of exploring the limits of our realms also has a lot of value, so. And then when we kind of get around here, we'll see if we got to call it for today, but look how much space there is. I'm hoping we'll get to the top of like the edge of this mountain right here, and it'll give us a good view. And it'll kind of at least tell me if I'm going in the right direction, you know. Alright. Buck Ulfgrey was injured in battle, and you figured it'd be best to go see how he's doing. Surprisingly, he's doing quite well. His wounds have healed in such quick fashion, you almost want to believe he consulted some dark arts while no one was looking. There were no signs of black magics around, just one sturdy and hard-to-kill man of flesh and blood. Excellent. A little bit of luck going our way. Ooh, quite the mountain range here. Heimwort Castle Ruins. Let's go see what's there. I don't know about that. I don't like that I can't see what's in it. Could be something, could be nothing. Could be my worst fears. I don't know. Land of the Sun is what we have discovered. Would love to fight some more snakes, hyenas. Give me all that stuff. Like there may be some more land even further south here. Perhaps. There's something here. I was hoping to find a city, though. It's starting to look less and less likely. Though not impossible. I think all cities are connected by roads, but maybe there's a road that comes down from this direction. And here we go! We did it! Wow, it looks like a big city, too. They have an alchemist, they have an armorer, they have a temple. I'm happy to see the temple and the weaponsmith. Mail with lamellar plating. Look how beautiful that looks. I want it. I want it pretty badly, actually. A lamellar shirt made from interlapping metal plates worn atop a mail shirt. I don't know what the prices are like here, though. They're great to sell. I'm going to sell one of those right now. I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind. That might be a solid pickup for us. Prices to buy, not as good. We can see the tools and the ammo are a bit expensive. There's nothing here that's broken or anything like that for us to grab. Check out the weaponsmith. They have missions for us, which I'm happy about. And a sword lance, which is a weapon that I've kind of desperately wanted to play around with. They've got things that I want. And I want a handgun, too, as soon as we can get one. Potion of Knowledge. That's pretty cool. Some of this stuff I'd like to get into whenever it's appropriate, whenever we just have the cash that we can just kind of, not throw away, but whenever we can spend it. And let's lastly just check the hires. We might get lucky. Nope. Nothing exceptional. But guys, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. We got a lot of stuff done. We made a lot of moves. We took some challenging fights. We beat the Gladiators, finally, our arch nemesis in the arena. I don't know how much the reinforced nets really helped. I think a simple regular net would have done the trick, if only to hold them for one turn. But we discovered, what's the name of this place? Hikma. So now we have discovered all 3 of the southern city-states, and we've kind of got a new base of operations from which to explore, which I'm excited about. So who knows what we'll find out here in tomorrow's episodes. Guys, thank you so much. I'm Brett, channel's Goodtalk Gaming, and as always, y'all, I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.